welcome to the Phantom Gamer. We're playing Magic the Gathering Arena. And this is a deck from the greatest Star Trek movie ever made, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, 1982. And if you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I mean.
I've heard you. And I wish to go on hurting you.
And that's what this deck does. This deck is designed to hurt your opponent and to just keep hurting them, and whatever they try to do to you, they lose life. And it takes a bit, but it's fairly effective, and it gets them, it's death by 1,000 paper cuts, death by inches. Okay? So we got 24 lands, 24 basic lands in the game. And we have the Vampire of the Dire Moon, which is Death Touch, 1/1 for a 1-drop. 2 drops, we got the Blood Artist. Now, Blood Artist is the only really iffy part of the deck, but every time a Blood Artist from another creature dies, opponent loses their life and you gain a life. And then I have the Knight of Dust Shadows. The reason I have him, not only is he buffable for a cost of 2, but you can buff him at +1/+1 at a cost of 2 in case you need it for an emergency block. But the most important is that top thing. Your opponents cannot gain life. Now I have another card that's more effective than this, but in the quick turn, this is one you can use so that your opponents cannot gain life, and in a lot of cases, especially white decks, buff themselves up. Now this is legendary, so I'm only going to play one at a time, even if I have 2 in my hand at any given point. And that's, I only have 1 shrine, and this is it. So, it constantly, every turn, takes a life away. So it's like that line from The Princess Bride. Just sucked another one of your years of your life away. Now we have the Trespasser's Curse. Now whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my opponent's control, they lose a life and I gain a life. And these are all 2 counts. Now we get into the 3s. We got the Marauding Blight Priest, which we'll get back to in a second. And Veto. Thorn and Dust Grows, we got a couple of them. Again, you can only have 1 legendary. This you can stack. But this, with this, plus the Exquisite Blood, turns into an infinite loop. And game over. Game over. Unless they have a removal to get rid of the creatures. Game over. Now, to help in that endeavor, to keep that point loss and gain and everything working, we have Sabu, any creature, and it's really important. I mean, unless you can use it to a creature that's 2 or less to just get rid of them, but I find it most effective if you have ideally a creature that's 2/3 your opponent puts out. This just sucks 2 life out of them every turn. And you can stack them so that even like if you have a dragon, say that's 5/4, you can put 2 of these on it and make it a 1/1 or a 2/1 or whatever, and suck 4 life out of them every turn. Now also to help out with that, we have Underworld Dreams, which again, like the Sanctum of Stone Pangs, every time they draw a card in their turn, they're losing a life. Now, we do have a card, I'll show you in a second, one other card that we use that makes them draw like half their deck. If they do, then you go off the sheet and win. We also have Tainted Remedy, which is the important thing for this, is not only like the Knight of Dust Shadows, they cannot gain life, but if they do get life, they lose it instead. So if they have something like the Fountain there, that when they get 1 life every turn, they automatically lose 1. Now we also have a Reggie Raven, so if they should try and attack me, and again these are stackable, it work very effectively stackable, and you know, again you're looking at the highest cost I have here is a 5, 4 and below. This for 4 cost, you can stack them, and whenever they attack, especially if you have a deck with a lot of tokens or whatever, very quickly, because they can't gain life, they're in bad shape. And a lot of the players you play may not necessarily realize it when they set up. They look like, you know, oh, we can go in and just massacre this guy, but in actuality, they can't. And when they try to, they end up killing themselves. We also have Chainer's Torment. We got 3 of these. The trick is though with these is you don't want to play them necessarily too close together, because in the 3rd step, you create a Black Nightmare horror creature. That's half your life at the time. So if you go half to a quarter to an 8, real quick if you play them back to back. The good thing about playing them, if you're down toward the end of the game, is it automatically deals 2 damage in sections 1 and 2, so you can literally have this like one play doing 2 damage. You play the second, the first one's on the second, does 2 damage. Then the second one's on the first, you know, and you can add it up to 4 to 6, 8 damage theoretically, and put 2 new creatures on the board. But like I said, I really would try not to play these together if you can. You better to have some life space in between them from gaining life in some of the other areas. So we're going to take this deck into the arena and see how we make out. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Share this video with your friends. Let's get to the games. Okay, so this is our first game. And like I said, this is the I want to hurt you and keep on hurting you Khan deck from the greatest Star Trek movie ever made. Wrath of Khan, Star Trek II, 1982. And let's see what happens here. Okay. So we got a good start. Vampire Dire Moon. We got a 3 play. We got a 3 drop we can play. And we're going to go with another Vampire Dire Moon because he doesn't have anything yet that can give him life, which is the main reason for playing the Knight of Dust Shadow. It is buffable, but I usually use him for life denial. The whole purpose again of this is actually we don't want to be doing a whole lot of attacking. There we go. And actually we're going to play this first, Trespasser's Curse. Everything that he brings in now will cost him a life. And that's the whole I want to hurt you and go on hurting you whole bit of this deck. We'll go in and we'll hit him for 2. And gain 2 life, maybe. Or not. They're both going to die, but okay. I still gain my life, that's fine. He's not going to gain any. He's done. And yeah, we're going to do that so we can keep hitting him for 1. So now he's, whatever he does, he's losing at least 1 life. He brings something on, he's losing another. And then we have the stab wound if he comes out with anything above, with a toughness above 2. Because we don't want to kill him. They also have a card on here. Oh, this is a good one. We're going to bring these both out. So now he can't gain life, and if he kills anything, he loses a life. All this is on, he's going to keep, no matter what he does, he keeps losing life. And he can't gain any more. A very frustrating deck to play, if I do say so myself. And this is one I came up with myself. We're going to rename it. It's called the Black Trainer right now. We're going to rename it to the Con deck. And it's like, what do you do? I mean, eventually there's things in this deck where if he tries to attack me, he's going to lose life. Like I said, basically whatever he does, he is going to lose life. The only thing that can hurt you is removal, some control, hexproof, things like that. Let's see. And I even have a card in here, if I get it out to be played, where he'll have to draw half his deck, and that's going to kill him with this. So it's a, and I also have an infinite life deck, a life draining part of things. So we'll see what happens. Now we can buff this guy. I don't need this guy attacking. One attacker, and then we just buff. And buff again. Ouch. So I remind you to like and subscribe to this video if you like our deck. I'm going to put some more up in the next several days when I get a chance. A big rat deck. What I think is the proper way to build a rat deck. A huge deck with more than just 60 cards. I tried doing it aggro. It just doesn't seem to work out. But it's... Ooh, nasty. But it still hurt him. Like I said, I wish to go on hurting you. 27 to 4. He's in trouble. Because now if he brings out a creature, he's going to lose one. There's one. He can't gain life, so he can't bump that. I guess he can. That's fine. We'll take it. We're going to get him anyway. Watch. First thing we do. Alright, so we got 4 and 3, so we're going to do this. And he's done. If he survives this round, right, he can hurt me for 1. Okay. Because we can't... If we had the other there, he would never even gotten the 1+ buffer on the Johnny's Pride Mate. But next turn, I come out, and he can't even attack me, and he's going to die. There we go. Goodbye. That's a victory. Let's try another one. Go right into it. Still the same strategy. Now we got the Marauding Blight Priest and Exquisite Blood. If I can get Exquisite Blood out for 5, and then the next turn this, and this, he's dead and doesn't know it yet. He's already dead. It's just a race for me getting 1 more land card, and he's basically dead in 2 or 3 turns. One more land card. You have to put out the Exquisite Blood before the Marauding Blight Priest, because removal prior to getting her out, that's going to kill you. But if you get them out, in the order I said, then just one point of damage. And this will also just kind of keep him busy, and so he isn't thinking too much about anything else. It builds me up a little bit. And I can keep taking damage, so it's not a problem. And there we are. Unless he's got removal right now, he's toast. I don't know if he knows it. Now, the best part would be if he plays something big now. I don't care. Play your 10-10, play your whatever. That's fine. And you're dead. Yeah, hit me. And you're gone. Bye. Ooh. Well, maybe not. We'll see if he plays another big one. See what that does. Okay, well, fine. We'll kill one of these, no problem. Now you're dead. You got no mana to do anything with. And this is just one of two kind of massive kills, coup de grace, that this deck has. Now, everything has got to be based on you getting the right cards, of course, and enough land and all that. You may not. And if you don't, there really isn't much you can do about it. Or like, with that one, where I had to have the two Marauding Blight Priests because he got the one with the removal. So you want to try to key it so that they're using up all their mana before you, in the turn where you do that, if you can. See, now, the Marauding Blight Priest will also work with this legendary, but we can only have... So I tend to play this guy early, so if I do get life, I do gain life, I can not only get the point of damage, but also get the life. Stab wounds, that's good. All 3 drops, though. But he's, setting up, okay. Good. All good. So far the first 2 games that we played here have worked pretty well. Alright, so now we're going to put up Tainted Remedy so he can't gain any life even from a land card. 2-3 is perfect, by the way. For stab wound, you'll see why. It becomes a 0-1. Now, I am purposefully, as long as this guy's out there, I am purposely not going to attack. I'd rather get the 2 the 2 damage every shot. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. Because guess what? Watch. Watch what happens now. We come right back with another stab wound. Now I'm getting 4 life. No matter what he does with that. Yeah, keep doing it. I can keep doing it. We can keep doing this all night long. You're thinking, oh boy, okay, I got an advantage here. Not so much. Watch this. Now, every time he attacks, he's going down. Now, you know, and we hit him. Bye. Really not much you could do there. So now the cards have been pretty good with the deal. So I've been able to go 3 for 3. I don't know how long this is going to last. I mean, this is not like a mythic deck or anything. It's going to only go as long as you get the good cards. But we'll do one more game. And this will be 4. So you can see it. And like I said, we're going to have more. I have a big black mono, which is over 120 cards, almost 130. I have a huge rat deck, which is around 120 cards as well. So stay with the Phantom Gamer here, the Phantom Magic player. We're a new channel, and we're going to try to keep you into some new decks. And these are the kind of decks you don't have to have a mythic or a whole lot of wild cards or invest a lot of money. These are basic stuffed decks for the most part, with not a whole lot of, you know, the combinations and things are very basic, and you can pretty much put them together fairly easily. And you know, that's kind of what I've been trying to do. Is finding, you know, cards that combo well together that are not all mythic and you have to spend on all these wild cards. I tried some of those. I tried to mimic some of the decks some of the big players have had online, and it gets too hard. And then trying to figure out how to play the decks is really hard. So this is all my own concept, and I'm pretty proud of it, actually. So make sure you leave your comments and, you know, down below. Let me know what you think of this deck, and let me know, you know, what you like about it, what you don't like about it. If there's a way you think I could improve it with a card or two, let me know. You know, I'm always open to suggestions, and I will take criticism on the deck. And if you see me online, you'll know how to play me with this deck in particular, the Con deck. So is he even going to play or what? Oh, we could be facing a dragon deck, so what we're going to do... I want to start hurting. So that's what we're doing. Next one, we can come out with the Trespasser's Curse and the Knight of the Shadows, which will make him pay more for stuff coming in and will not let him gain life. Or maybe not. We're going to have to go with a stab wound and hurt this guy a little bit more. We'll turn this menaced creature into a 1, like a 1/2. And that'll go there. And for good measure, we'll pop that up there like that. So once again, now he's just constantly giving me life, giving me, taking his life away. 16, 15. He's got menace, and he's, wow, okay. I don't think he realizes he had menace, and he could have taken that out, or he could have still attacked, and I couldn't have blocked, which is fine. I said we want to keep him off balance. That's fine. And he's out of mana. $13. Now he's double jeopardy and cannot gain life. And I can kill either one of those two if I want to. But I'm saving it for something bigger. Of course, if he has a dragon, it's going to be a little hard, you know, if it's flying. Down to 10. What is he going to do? Looks like he's eyeing my underworld dreams. Better for him to take out one of those trespassers' curses. But he's getting a Chainer's Torment coming up. Okay. So you gonna fight me with those or what? Yeah, you're gonna die, so you're gonna die. You really wanna die? It's okay by me, you know. I get a life out of it. So I get +1. And it's Death Touch, so even if you buff it, it's dead. You're dead no matter what. Okay, it's gonna come back, that's fine. Great. Let it flash back, I'm fine. Because I'm coming at you for more damage. Oh, lots more damage. Ouch. That hurt. 6. 5. 'Now it's going to be 3. 2, and he's dead because I got 2 things here to do 2 damage to him, so he's in trouble. Doesn't even know it. He's dead already. Yeah, he knows it. Okay, so that's 4 out of 4. I think that's pretty good. Like I said, we got good card lays from Wizards of the Coast and all those games. But that's the con deck. And that's the gameplay. And that's it for us. We will see you next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll see when we come back with another one. Take it easy.